Hey guys, Scare9 here, and welcome back to my channel today, and in this video we're going to be doing another top 5. Now within all of the different trailers for Destiny, we have seen a lot of different hints that certain exotics may be returning in the game. Such things include some NPCs holding exotics like the Razorback or the No Land Beyond, but at this point we're not really sure whether or not we are going to be actually able to use these as guardians within the game. So what I thought I would do in this video is make a list of 5 exotics that I will want to return in Destiny. Now I'm not saying all of these 5 should return, but if any exotics come back in Destiny 2 at all, I would want them to be some of them from this list. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now in the number 5 slot we have a fan favorite exotic from the Taken King expansion, the Razorback. Now as we have seen from multiple Destiny 2 trailers, there's a huge amount of sword diversity in Destiny 2. We've seen something like 4 or 5 different sword models at this point. Now I would love to have something like the Razorback back, an exotic sword that specializes in single target DPS while looking absolutely amazing. Now, while I would like the Razorback to return, if there was a brand new exotic that functioned pretty much the same way, like I said, focuses in on one target over multiple enemies, then I would definitely want the new exotic over the Razorback, but it would still be a very cool addition to see nonetheless. Now in the 4th slot, I'm going to be putting the most iconic weapon in the history of Destiny, the Gjallarhorn. Now this one is definitely well known, and I don't think I have to do too much explaining why I want it to return. But I would like to clarify that I don't want it to return in its current form. I would like a weaker legendary version, or maybe even an extremely weak, essentially useless version of the gun that you just have for like a trophy's sake. Now in addition to all of that, it'd be really cool just to have as sort of like a statue or plaque in the game, just because it has become such an iconic part of the Destiny lore and the universe of Destiny in a whole. But either way, I think it would be really cool to see some form of the Gjallarhorn return within Destiny 2. Now in the 3rd slot for this video, I have one of the most unique exotics in the entirety of Destiny, which is the Last Word. Now, there are a couple things I really like about the Last Word. Like I said, it feels very unique, and that is something I look for within really good exotics. If an exotic feels like a legendary weapon or something, in my opinion, it really shouldn't be an exotic. It has to feel really unique in order to earn that title. Now, the Last Word also has an incredible backstory in the lore, and I would love to have that further explored within Destiny 2, and it happens to be one of the biggest icons of Destiny Year 1. Now, I have a very similar feeling to this weapon as I do with the Razorback. If we get a brand new version made by Tex Mechanica, I would definitely want the new exotic over the returning Last Word. In a couple of the trailers, we have seen this very, very cool looking pistol that is obviously something out of the Midwest theme as well, so I would love to see this. If this was an exotic, maybe replace the Last Word, but I would also love to see some form of the Last Word return if this is not the case. Now for the runner-up slot in this video, I have picked something that a lot of you guys probably did not see coming, the Thunderlord. Now the first thing a lot of you guys are going to be thinking is, Scaro, there aren't any heavy weapon machine guns in Destiny 2, and that is exactly my point. What is a better way to make an exotic feel exotic than to make it the only weapon in its class? For instance, the Coldheart is the only trace rifle, and that's why it seems like such a cool idea. If the Thunderlord returned in Destiny 2 as the only heavy machine gun, it would feel truly exotic. Now I also am a little bit biased because this was my first exotic ever in Destiny, so it would be really cool to see it return for that. But overall, the Thunderlord functions really, really well. It feels very nice, and it looks cool as hell, and it has a really awesome exotic perk, and making it the only machine gun within Destiny 2 would help make it feel even more exotic than it already does. And finally, we have reached the number 1 slot for this top 5, and of course, I am going to pick the Red Death. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, you might not know this, but pretty much everyone here should know that the Red Death is my absolute favorite exotic in the entirety of Destiny. It has some of the coolest base aesthetics out of any exotic in the game, the coolest ornaments, and quite frankly, one of the best exotic perks in the game. Throw that in with the fact that we don't know too much about this weapon in terms of lore. It would be a really cool backstory to explore within a questline in Destiny 2. Just imagine we go through a couple of stages trying to find out how this weapon was forged, where it came from, and all that stuff within the game, and then whenever we got to the end of the said questline, we would get a brand new version of the Red Death that would function pretty much exactly exactly the same. I would love to see that within Destiny 2. But if any weapons were to return within Destiny 2, I would definitely hope it would be one of these 5. Down in the comment section below, let me know what exotics you guys would like to see return in Destiny 2, if you want to see any at all. I know a lot of people hold the opinion that they want all new exotics. I think it would be really cool to have a couple legacy exotics. Like I said with the Gjallarhorn, they don't even have to do anything. They could just be trophies that you can hold and mess around with. As long as we get some form of them within the game, I think that would be really, really cool. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like rating and to share with your friends. If you're interested in watching either of the 2 videos on screen, you can click their respective annotations to be taken to them. If you are brand new to my channel, make sure to hit the giant version of my logo to be subscribed for more awesome Destiny 2 videos and live streams. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and I will see you in my next video.